Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. We're going to use the numerology cards. We're going to sort of pull an empowering message from that. I feel like we need some sort of empowering message today. Like we're good people. I feel like we get shit on a lot. Sometimes we need a good reminder from the universe, from spirit, that we deserve to have good things in our life. We deserve to be able to have fulfilling connections and positivity and light. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember to pay attention to the numbers on these numerology cards. They might hold special meanings for you, like a birth date or even perhaps a phone number or an address. You'll know, and I'll make sure I call them out too once I'm done working with them, just in case they're a little bit hard to see too, guys. And remember, these messages, they might resonate for some of you a little bit more than others. That's okay. You know when a message is meant for you because it will just hit home. You'll just know. And remember, guys, too, if you find these messages valuable, if you enjoy them, please hit that like button, hit the notification bell to subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Let's see. So we have surrender. Interesting. And spiritual career. Music. Synchronicity. And teaching and learning. And these cards I already see like cooperation. I see leadership. I see working with others, collaboration. I do feel like there's spirituality involved in here in some way. Not necessarily as like a priest or whatever. But this is like something that you find spiritually fulfilling. Something that sort of calls to you. It speaks to your passion. It feeds your soul. Music is all about joy too, and a lot of times it does speak to collaboration too. This is something that's going to bring joy to you. It's going to help to bring joy to others. Is this connection, feeling this connection with others is going to bring you more joy. It's going to make you feel empowered, like you're doing something good, like you're helping others. I'll pull a couple more of these before I get started with those guys here. So I want some more clarification on these cards, please. And there we go. We have some pop out. We have timeout, creativity, adventure, pride, and patience. Interesting. That timeout, it keeps standing out to me. This is like the hustle and bustle of everyday life. This is like all the crazy shit that we get busy doing, like our obligations, really, like this shit we can't let slide. You know, we got to go to work, we got bills to pay. And I don't know if you're working so fucking hard that you are not taking time out to do things that bring you joy, things that feed your creative energies, things that refuel your soul, sort of recharge your batteries. There's a need for an adventure here. There's a need to try something new. Something that does speak to those aspects of your life, and this might just be something that you do in your off time, but it's something that you can be proud of. It's something that you can grow over time, and it's something that you can share with others. This is what you're going to find extremely empowering, is collaborating with others in something that you are passionate about, in something that you find spiritually fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling, that allows you to be creative. I feel like it's going to help to recharge your batteries, guys. It's going to be extremely empowering, whatever this thing is for you. For some of you, this might actually be music. For others, this might be tied into sort of a spirituality. For others, this might be art. This might be sort of whatever it is that you do, maybe being active or some sort of a hobby. It's something that speaks to you, that you find it feeds your soul, you find it fulfilling, and you really haven't had a chance to make time for lately. But this is something to get back to. It's going to change a lot of different areas of your life. It's going to change the way that you feel about yourself and the world around you. It's going to shine through. You're going to be able to feed off of others with this too. It's going to help to fuel them in feeling better about themselves, and the interactions are going to help to fuel you in feeling better about yourselves too. I'm going to call out these numbers really quick too, in case they have some special meaning for you. Keep them in mind. We have 91, 78, 32, 87, 57, 37, 3, 55, 19, and 2. So these might have some sort of a special meaning for you. I want to know more about this read. So Tarot, can you please tell me more? Can you please clarify more about what it is the collective needs to take away from this read? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. And this is like this adventure. This is time for a new adventure. This is time to try something different. This is time to maybe put more emphasis on something that you already do, but you haven't had a chance to do. Maybe it's like in a different way, right? Like maybe you play music at home or you just sit and strum your guitar. Maybe this is, you gotta look for other people to jam with. And it might not mean that, you're getting involved with a band and you're hitting the road. This might just be some buddies or seeking out others who just want to play and doing it for fun, but it feeds your soul. It's collaborative. It gains you this sense of pride in something that you're doing and getting better and honing your skill. It brings you joy on learning, right? Learning a trade. This is honing your trade, whatever this is with the teaching and learning. And you might be on both ends of this. You're going to have things to offer others, and others are going to have different things to offer you. And this is part of why this synchronicity and this partnership, this collaboration that's going to happen is going to be so fulfilling, because it's going to make you better. It's going to make this other person better, or these other people better. There might be multiple people involved in whatever this is that you're doing. And strength. Perfect card. That's exactly what we're talking about in this read. Empowerment. This is like feeling your own strength, feeling that pride, feeling empowered in what you're doing. It will sort of bleed into your aura and then sort of stretch out into other aspects of your life too, because it's a change of mindset too. And that's what the Nine of Swords is talking about. We sort of need to look beyond. It's time to start looking beyond. It's time to start changing our way of thinking and kind of what we're looking at here. And it's time to grow and evolve and find something more fulfilling in this time of our lives. Because I feel like you go through the motions a lot. There might be little things that you do that make you happy. But for the most part, it's like you're just sort of slugging away and going through the motions every day and trying to keep up with obligations. And there hasn't been enough time devoted to this. And I can feel already in the cards, there's a huge message coming through that once you're making time for this, and you start to grow that empowerment, you start to grow that joy, this change of perspective that's going to come as change in your energy and the world around you is actually going to start bringing more positive things into. It's going to start easing other aspects of your life that you might be struggling with right now. It's like that. It's like the karma card when she shows up. You sort of get back what you put out. This is like you're going to be putting different vibes out into the universe, and it is going to bring you back equal results, equal opportunities that are coming forward. So it's going to make a change for the positive, and it's just going to start with this one little aspect. It seems like a tiny little change to make, guys. Just one little thing, carving out a bit of time for whatever this is. But it's going to start to change your entire view. It's going to start to change the way that you feel. It's going to change the way that you go through the world and interact with other people. And that is also going to have ripple effects. That's going to change the situations that you're in and how people feel about you, what opportunities come your way. It's going to make a big change. You're going to be freaking surprised, guys. And it's not going to be overnight. It's going to be sort of like a slower change. Ooh, they all wanted to come out on that one. It's going to be like a slower change. And it's funny because you're going to look back on it. You're going to look back on it a while from now. And you're going to be like, holy shit, that one little thing is the thing that changed everything. Because it's all interconnected, guys. Everything is interconnected. The Seven of Wands, like taking back control. Taking back a level of control, and there she is. There's Judgment. There's the karma card. Makes sense that she shows up in this read. And moving forward, it's time to do something that feeds your soul. It's time to do something that you find more emotionally fulfilling. As is, I feel it from this Four of Cups, and it's same with the timeout thing. It's like going through the motions. We're just going through the motions. We're just trying to keep up with the obligations. That Eight of Wands, like communication, communicating with others, finding others to collaborate with, like this synchronicity, as someone who can teach you something new, someone who you can teach, you can learn together, grow together. And I'm not saying that this is romance. I feel like this is something beyond that. This is some sort of a deep friendship. This is involved in some sort of something that brings you joy. And it's going to be collaborative. But you do have the Tower card there. And the Tower card can represent something coming to an end, something that's possibly disappointing. For some of you, this might be something that you're dealing with or struggling with right now, some sort of a transitional time in your life. That Eight of Swords is like that mental block too. It's like that going through the motions, sort of shutting down, not feeding those different aspects of your life, that heart, that mind, the soul. This is what this is going to do. This is going to help to free you of whatever mental blocks are going on. that are keeping positive opportunities from coming to you. They're keeping you from fully reaching your potential. It's all from the stresses. It's all from not taking time to do things that feed your soul. Because we do have in that 7 energy stack, we have the body and soul card. Everything is interconnected. When one piece of us is off balance, it fucks the whole works up. So we got to be able to maintain that balance in all aspects of our life. The Page of Pentacles, he's good news on the way. He can speak to learning. He can speak to finances. I feel like he's more about learning. He's more about learning about yourself. Discovering some sort of an option, some sort of an opportunity that feeds your passions. This King of Wands, he's led by his passions. It's like time to explore your passions. It's time to embrace your passion. Let it lead you in whatever this is. And making time. And making time for it too. I feel like there's a part of you that says it's silly. There's a part of you that says that whatever this thing is that you like to do, because I feel like at this point in time it would not earn you any money. And there are other things that you're having to deal with or obligations that you're looking at. So you feel like, okay, if I take time out of that to pursue something that is just fun, it feels like it's silly. It feels like you're doing something wrong. It feels like you're shortchanging yourself, like you should be focusing on other problems. But the thing is, unless you find this balance within yourself and you find sort of this happiness in this way of going, nothing's going to change, right? If we don't change, nothing changes. So making one tiny little change is actually going to slowly start a ripple effect of change throughout your life. And this King of Swords is speaking to that analytical side and sort of looking at it in that light to be able to find clarity. Is that if we keep slugging on the same way, keep doing the same thing, nothing is ever going to change. If we want that wheel of fortune to turn for us, if we want to change it, we have to go out and get the change ourselves. This is the biggest change that you're going to make, and it might start as something very small, but like I said, ripple effects, and it's going to start from within. It's going to change everything within you, how you think and how you feel. You're going to radiate that out. It's going to change your aura, and this is what's going to draw in new opportunities. This is what's going to take you to a different place in your life. And that Devil card is not making time for yourself. That Devil card is a destructive force. Having him next to the Fool card, and this Fool card talking about a change of perspective and pursuing passions and making a passion of yours a priority again. It's like by not doing that, that's the Devil card. By sort of not looking at this in a new light, not looking after those important things about yourself, because you work hard. You deserve to have this time for yourself. You deserve to do good things for yourself and be able to embrace these passions, to carve out a bit of time to have this fulfillment in your life. You deserve this. You've earned it. Balance, exactly. That's what we're talking about. Everything's about balance. Once you're able to find this level of balance, start building this level of balance, this is what's going to change the tables for you. This is what's going to turn your wheel of fortune. Like I said, you'll be fucking surprised. You ain't going to see it overnight. You're like, Desiree, you're full of shit. But I tell you, down the road, months, maybe a year, you're actually going to see how much of a difference this has made for you, this one little change, and how it sort of just turned that wheel of fortune, how it turned it around. It brought about all sorts of abundance. It brought about all sorts of happiness. It changed the way that you feel within your own skin and the way that you go through life. This is going to bring a level of empowerment to you by making yourself a priority, by making this piece of your life a priority again, and the change that it brings. It will bring a considerable change to you. Alrighty guys, I hope that you found value in the read. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys, and have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.